Welcome to a new video, and I hope you guys have been having a great new year so far. So today I'm going to be doing a video that you guys have all been highly requesting, and instead of doing a handbag collection video, which is what you guys have all asked for, I have decided to pick my top 10 favorite bags, because if I were to do my full handbag collection, that could be a 4 to 5 hour long video, and I don't think anyone really wants to see that. So I have decided to pick my 10 favorite bags for my collection, and some are newer, some are older, but most of them I would say have been purchased in the past few years. So I won't be able to link many of them down below because they are unavailable for purchase, or they're not available to purchase online, but I hope you guys enjoy this video anyways, and I will link this Balmain sweater that I am wearing down below if you're interested. And let's get started. So the first bag is from Dior. Now this is not in any particular order. I'm not doing it from my favorite bags to least favorite bags. I'm just going to show you them by designers, because I have some bags that are all in the same designer that are my favorites. So the first one is Dior, and this is a very special Lady Dior bag. I really love this one because it has these beautiful crystal embellishments. They're like crystals and sequins. It's like a beautiful coral color handle, and I think the detailing on this bag is just so beautiful. I also really like the touch of croc right here on the charm. And it's the mini size, so I have quite a few Lady Dior bags, and this is my favorite one out of all of them. Just because it's so special with the embellishments. I really like embellished pieces, and this is fully embellished. So that's the first one. And next, let's do the Hermes. I have two Hermes bags that are in my top 10 favorite bags. One of them I have never used before, so it's like a brand new Birkin. And it is this gorgeous pink croc 25 Birkin with silver hardware, and the color is called Rose Scheherazade. I think that's how you pronounce it. This is such a special bag because I think this was my very first croc Birkin, but I've never used it. As you can see, it still has all of this what is it called? The wrapping on it from if you were to take it out of the box. The color is stunning. Like I mentioned before, I only like to buy croc Birkins if it's like in a very bright color, because I am pretty young and a croc bag can look very mature for me, and I think in a bright color it makes it younger and more fun, and plus Hermes is known for having so many beautiful color options, so I feel like you have to go for color when you do a Birkin. And this bag is the croc with the little dimples on it if you look up close, so it's called the Prosis croc or something. I don't know how to pronounce it. So yeah, this is one of my very favorite bags, and I do plan on using it this year because it is so beautiful and it needs to be used. And the next one, the third favorite bag, or the third bag in the collection, because they're not in any particular order like I said, is also another Birkin. Now this one I have used once or twice, and if you go way back on my Instagram, you will probably see it. And I don't really like to post pictures with my Birkins or jewelry or anything like that, because I feel like it's so showy in a not very good way. I don't want to be seen as like, you know, that kind of person. So this is the other very special Birkin bag. This is called a Horseshoe Birkin, and I custom made this one. Every Hermes store gets one custom Birkin per season. So basically that means it's 2 times a year, because in fashion, fall winter counts as one season and spring summer counts as another season. And so each store gets 2 custom Birkins that they can submit over to Paris to make, and they get to select which client gets to make the bag. And so one of the years I made this beautiful one, and I cannot remember the names of the colors anymore, but basically I chose a white, it's like an off-white-ish cream color, and a beautiful coral color. I remember that year when I made it, this corally pink color was the new color for that season, because Hermes is constantly coming out with new colors for their bags, and this color was the new one for that year. And I thought it added a very nice touch because it's like a neutral color with a pop of like pink coral color. And I also chose gold hardware, and this is a size 25 because I like size 25 and 30 Birkins. I wouldn't really go bigger than a 30 because I'm quite petite, as in I'm like pretty skinny, and I feel like a big bag would kind of overpower my frame. So I like my bags very mini and small. Like I said, I chose a off-whitish beige neutral color for the body, and then with this like pink coral accents and gold hardware, and the stitching I chose is the same color as the body. And so you can pick basically three different three different colors in the back. So you can pick this one, this color, and then the accent color, and the hardware, and the stitching, and the size, and the style. So there's so many possibilities. I remember when I was making this bag, I was in the store for so long because they have so many options. There's like 5 or 6 different kinds of leather, or you can choose crocodile. The stitching, there's like a million colors. And the hardware, there's like all different types of gold, like matte, brushed, gold tone, rose gold tone. There's so many different kinds of silver tones and everything. A million options, and it's just like very hard to basically know what you want. But anyways, I'm very glad I chose this combo, and I didn't have to wait so long for this custom bag, because sometimes the custom bags, after you submit your order, it can take anything from like 6 months to 2 years for them to make it, depending on the availability of the colors that you chose. And mine didn't take that long. I think it took around 6 months or 7 months, so I didn't have to wait very long, which was nice. Alright, on to the next. So now I will show you my favorite Chanel ones. My very, very, very favorite Chanel bag I got in Monte Carlo. Our family went to Monte Carlo a few years ago. I saw this bag at one of the stores, and I just had to have it because it is so beautiful, and it is this mirrored glass boy bag. And I remember it was like glistening in the window because they had it at the window display at one of the Monte Carlo Chanel stores, and it immediately caught my attention. I mean, it will catch anyone's attention. When you open it, the inside is just like any other Chanel bag. There's tissue inside it right now. But I just thought it was so special because I love how it's like a mirrored texture, and there isn't really many cool Chanel boy bags like this anymore. Like, they usually just make more plain leather bag, but just in different colors, and this one was just very unique. And the next one is this flap bag. So this one I got in New York. It was actually one of the times when my family went to New York for the holidays. This bag I picked up at Bergdorf Goodman, and it's from the newspaper or the graffiti collection. It was a limited edition bag, and it's so cool. I love how it has all these messages on it. It basically has feminist messages all throughout the bag, but I think they're in French or something, so they're not really comprehensible for me. Well, no, some of them are English. Like, it says ladies first, make fashion not war, tweed we need, like feminism. It was that collection when Carl had all the models walk down at the end with like holding those signs. I'm not sure if you remember, but this is the collection the bag is from. And I thought it was just such a special flat bag, and I have used this one a few times, so that's good. The next bag is also a Chanel bag, and this is the Chanel sandbag. So I'm sure you guys have probably seen this one. It's so cool. So they made a version with a pearl handle and without, but obviously I thought the pearl handle version was cooler because without, it's just kind of plain. It looks like a plastic bag with sand inside, but the pearls I think make it more Chanel and more special. And I just really love the design, like how there is literally sand inside the bag. And I took this one to Tulum with me, which was perfect. I think this is a very summery bag. Like, you would not really want to carry this in the winter time because it could be a little bit weird, you know. it's like sand and the beach, and in the winter it just doesn't really work. You also have to be careful what you put inside because you can see everything that you put in this bag. It is clear. And right now I don't have anything in it, but I mean, if I fill it up with stuff, I would just put like my wallet and like a lipstick, really, because you can't stuff a bunch of things inside that don't look so pretty. So that's the last Chanel one. And the last few bags is, I think I have 4 more bags to show you. There are some Louis Vuitton ones and Dolce and Gabbana. The first Louis Vuitton is this beautiful petite malle. This petite malle is very special to me because it was actually custom made. So Louis Vuitton custom made this bag for me because what happened was, I think they only made very few of these. So this style was produced, but there was only, I think, like 2 or 3 that were made, and they were all sold out. And so I really wanted one, and they made one for me, like specially for me, and I got it for Christmas. It was a few years ago. And you know, usually the petite malles are more simple or basic, just like leather, and it has just like a plain leather trim. But this one is black leather, like here, but all around the edges and everything is gold and silver hardware, and it has a very edgy and a cool kind of vibe to it, which I really like. It's very different than your petite malle that you would see in the stores now, and that's why I love it. I like to hold it as like a clutch, and I've also worn it crossbody, I think, one time, but usually I hold it as like a clutch, and it works with so many outfits because black goes with everything, and gold and silver, I mean, it has both colors in it, and like this is gold buttons, so I could carry it with this. And if I was wearing something with silver detailings, I could also carry it because this bag has silver in it. And it's just super special. It is quite heavy though, because there's so much metal and stuff on it. But definitely one of my favorite bags, and I've used this one a lot. The next Louis Vuitton bag is one of my favorite cute little white bags. It is a cappuccinas, I think that's how you say it, and it's the very small size. It's like the mini size. It has these beautiful crystal embellishments on it. I'm sure you can tell from the previous bags I've showed you in this video that there's like a little bit of a trend. I love embellished things, or things with crystals and things like that. It has these silver crystals all throughout, and then some like white crystals right here on the side. And I love the mini size. It's just perfect for me because I like my bags small. I don't have very many white bags, like I've mentioned, and this is one of my very favorite bags, and it just so happens to be white as well. I remember this bag, I saw it online on the Louis Vuitton website, and I called the customer service phone number, and they told me, oh, the Rodeo Drive store has one. And I was like, oh my god. So I texted my Rodeo Drive salesperson. I was like, do you guys have this bag? Because it was the last one in the country. And he's like, yes, I think we do. So he pulled it aside for me, and I got it. So this is how this one came about. The last Louis Vuitton bag is a twist bag. So sorry, not the twist. Is it called twist or locket? I can't remember now. But basically it has this V thing that, you know, twist, and then the bag opens. It has these crystal embellished details on the side. Like I said, I love crystals, and the color is quite unique as well. It's like a grayish blue color, and it's an epi leather, so it's the one with like the stripes on it. I thought the crystal details on the side were so special. It's like the Louis Vuitton logo here, and it goes into like a flower, and it kind of goes around. And it opens just like all of the other bags that are this style. I can't remember the name. It's called, maybe it says here, it's called the twist. Yeah, so it's called the twist bag, and it opens like all the other twist bags like this. You can just carry it crossbody, or I mean over your shoulder or something. This is the last Louis Vuitton bag in my top 10 favorites. And the very, very last bag to round off my 10 favorite bags is this little Dolce and Gabbana one. It's last but definitely not least. And out of all of the bags that I've shown you, this is probably the one that I've used the most. I always carry this to evening events, and it goes with all of the outfits, and it is absolutely adorable. And I just love how it has this long chain. I actually don't carry it crossbody with a long chain. I like to just hold it like this, and it just drapes very nicely. It just goes with all of the evening party looks and dresses, so it's so perfect. It literally doesn't hold anything in it. When I carry this, I don't even think I really put anything in it. I just hold my phone, and I have my credit cards in my phone. So I just hold it as just like a little bag. It's all embellished in crystals, no surprise there. And it's their Sicily bags. So I have 2 or 3 of the Sicily bags. Dolce and Gabbana bags are not like my #1 favorite, but I remember one day I walked into the store and I saw this one and I was like, this is the cutest thing ever. It also came in red, but I'm glad I got this silver color because the silver goes with a lot more than a red mini bag. It's just such a cute little evening bag. It's so easy to use, and yeah, so that is it for this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite bag out of the ones I just showed you. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and subscribe and like this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!